Oh, hello everyone. I just wait to see if anyone is around. It takes a while to notify everyone that I'm live. So it says you're live. Oh, hello everyone. I'm on my phone, so I'm gonna have to keep looking like this to see all of your messages. If I don't get around to answering all of your questions, I will look back after this feed and answer all of your questions. But we'll just wait a couple more minutes and see if anyone's coming to join us. I have my assistant next to me who is filling his face at the moment because he didn't want to go down for his nap at the right time. So we've got lots and lots and lots of bowls of food in front of us. So I'm going to try. Hi, Lindsay! I'm going to try and keep him quiet. So if you see me talking this side, we have assistant Albie. Say hi, Albie. Hi. Yeah, I'm going to try and keep him out of the frame because he's not the nicest of eaters, bless him. So we've got Lindsay. So hi, Lindsay. She's another ambassador for 2017. So I shall I'll start my talk really. And today, hello Roxanne. So today I'm going to be talking about active lifestyles and baby wearing. So I'll just introduce myself. I'm Zoe. I'm 32 at the moment. I'm going to be 33 this year, which I'm not looking forward to. Hi, Louise. And I'm a new Joy and Joe ambassador for this year, 2017. Just quickly, I wanted to be an ambassador for Joy and Joe. Hi, Joy and Joe. I hope that's busy, I think. But yeah, I wanted to be ambassador for Joy and Joe, just to spread the baby wearing love, really. Before I became an ambassador, I only got to stroke. Oh, hi, Becca. I only got to stroke a Joy and Joe, which was my friend's, and she was so precious over it that that was it. I was allowed to stroke it, and that's it. And since I've got my Joy and Joes, I've fallen in love with them. So yeah. So today, as I said, we're going to talk about baby wearing and an active lifestyle. I've got a 5-year-old boy who has got behavioural difficulties, and we can't really stay in the house very long. He gets bored very, very quickly. There's things in the house that he knows that if he'll break, Mummy and Daddy will get very upset. So if he wants attention, he'll go straight to those things. So we really rarely spend much time in the house over the weekend. So we do lead a very, very active life, and it's brilliant just getting out there. We live in Kent, so there's beautiful surroundings. It's absolutely stunning, and my family are in Devon, so again, absolutely stunning surroundings. So yeah, our baby wearing experience didn't really happen the first time around with Ruben, our oldest. I had a stretchy. My husband lost it, so I didn't really think anything of it, and we used the buggy. But I realised the things that I used to be able to do before children. I used to surf, I used to skateboard, I used to love walking. We lived in Lancaster, so we'd go up to the lakes almost every weekend. We love zoos. All of those things we found quite difficult with a buggy. And we didn't really know much about baby wearing. As I said, we had a stretchy, but that was it. And when my husband lost it, we didn't really look into it anymore. But then Albie came along. Just show him again. There he is. We decided to look into baby wearing a lot more, purely because our oldest is a runner, and running after him is quite difficult anyway, especially if you've got a buggy. So we thought if we had baby on us, we could hold Ruben's hand and he'd constantly be with us. So we started with a stretchy with Albie, and then we progressed into wovens, and we realised how much stuff we've been missing out since using the buggy with Ruben. So the activities that we do now are so much fun. So what I'll do is I'll talk about the different activities that we personally do as a family. He's getting very excited because I'm actually allowing him baby crisps, which he doesn't really get. Yes, I feel. Oh, hello, Victoria. Oh, yeah, Victoria, you do feel me because you've got 2 out of 4 that are on that are runners. So, oh gosh, are they your twins? Oh wow, yeah, twin runners. That would be quite impressive to try and catch. But anyway, so the activities that we generally do on a weekend, the most things that we do is a lot of walking. We love the outdoors. And as I said, living in Kent, there's so many lovely, lovely places to visit. We visited I don't really know what it was. It was just kind of a random woodland walk, and we saw some reindeer there, which were pretty cool. And there was a lady feeding them apples, and we would have never have got there, and we would have never have seen it if we used the buggy. So yeah, it's brilliant, all of the activities that we do. So I'll go through a couple of them. As I said, walking is the main one that we do. And the most comfortable for me is, is a double hammock, which is the normal one, not tied at the shoulder or anything. We've got a 20-month-old, and he is a bit of a chunk. You should see how much food I'm giving him today, actually, just to try and keep him quiet. But the double hammock is fab for anything, really. It gives you brilliant support. It's really nice and comfortable. The weight of the child is spread evenly. Obviously, if you've got a smaller baby, you do have to keep them on your front until they've got some proper head control. But yeah, so we double hammock quite a lot. And the other one that we usually do is the reinforced rear ruck, because you can do no leg passes, 1 leg pass, or 2 leg passes. And you can, I've been told you can do them from a size 2, but I have to use a size 4 just because of the variations that I use, the baby that we've got, and kind of my body frame as well. Hello, Elise. And the reinforced rear ruck I usually do for like places of interest. So we live just around the corner from Dover Castle, and we've got tickets to go there whenever we want. And I don't know if any of you have been to Dover Castle. It is not buggy friendly. They've tried to make it as buggy friendly as possible, but there's loads of tunnels, there's cobbles, there's stairs. The actual castle itself, there is no way that you can get a buggy up and down, even the entrance. So using a sling is perfect for that, and we can explore as a family, which we absolutely adore. It's a brilliant castle where you can get right up to the top. I always use a reinforced rear rucksack for that with my size 4s, because sometimes Albie will want to get down and run about and play. And it's really easy just to fold it up or use it as a scarf, because it's always cold on Dover. And it's not too long. So like with our double hammocks, I usually have to use my base size 6. But if I do a 4 with the reinforced ruck, it's just so much easier to get him down, throw him back up again. I can squeeze, depending on the wrap, but I can squeeze a double hammock tied at the shoulder as well with a size 4. So if I'm kind of feeling a bit sleepy, or if we've been walking around for the whole entire day, I will throw him up in a double hammock as well. I've got lots and lots of people saying hello to me here. We use a sling to go to our local castle too. Oh, Roxanne! Oh, which one is it? Castles are brilliant. Oh, excuse me, especially if you've got children, because you can. We always pretend that Reuben is the dragon, Daddy's the princess. I don't know why Daddy's the princess, and I'm the knight. So that says a bit about our family, Beth. But yeah, castles are brilliant, and you can just use your imagination, but they do tend to be a little bit buggy, unfriendly, I think is the words. So we go to zoos as well. We absolutely adore zoos, and we are so lucky to have 2 zoos very close to us. Again, we've got annual tickets for, but one of them you have to go on a really, really big truck, and it's like a little safari, and they won't allow you to have buggies, which is quite difficult actually. I've seen quite a few families struggling to hold on to their baby, because it's a very, very bumpy ride. Sometimes you just can't go on. So we use the sling. Usually I've got a ring sling for the zoo, because Albie wants to tear around and be a bit crazy. So ring sling is brilliant for that, just to throw them in, throw them out, throw them in, throw them out. The one thing that people always ask me about is we live right by the beach, but also we've got a surfing beach around the corner. As I said, my family are in Devon, and I absolutely adore surfing. And we spend quite a lot of time in the summer at beaches and things. So I want to talk a little bit about beach baby wearing, which actually always makes me smile. I don't know why. But we tend to use the ring sling for a couple of reasons. One, it's really easy to just fold up and sling in a bag. But also, it's so light and airy. You can have your arms out, your arms in. If you're incredible at using ring slings, you can even do back carries, which I have done, but I tend to just use them on my side and my front. You can also not worry about tails or anything. You just roll it up and stick it wherever you want. So if you're in the sea, you can still paddle, you can still get up to your waist. You can actually get slings for the water as well. I've never had one. I just have like a really cheap cottony one that I don't mind getting wet. And yeah, so we tend to use the ring sling for that. As I said, mainly because you just don't get too hot, but also you can, if you've got a nice body and you don't mind showing it off, you're not completely wrapped up. You can still flash a little bit of leg and things, which is quite nice. And you can still get a leg tan as well, which is lovely. Another activity that we've done, which you would think, oh my goodness, about, is skateboarding. Now, I have to say, I do not skateboard with Albie on me. That's a big no-no. That's a health and safety ouchie. But we do go. Hello, do you want to? We do go to the skate park a lot because Ruben's learning, and it's nice to just have Albie on my back, and so I can hold on to Ruben whilst he's learning to skateboard. The guys at the local skate park are really, really lovely, and they'll make sure that we've got just a little space where there's no skaters that can skate into me. Albie, can you not push me? And yeah, so I can do that with Ruben. There have been times where I have quickly got onto a scooter and shown Ruben how to do something, but it's always very, very safe. Another thing I saw this morning, actually, a lady doing archery with her little one on her back, which I think is amazing. My dad's a very keen archer, so I think we're going to have to try that out. But you do have to be very careful about where the wrap is, so you don't get it caught on your bowstrings. Another one, other activities that we do is festivals and camping. Now, I don't know about anybody else, but when I go camping, I like to pack my whole entire house. So there is very, very little room for the four of us. All of my packing, which does actually include the kitchen sink sometimes, and a buggy. So what I do is I always have a ring sling and a very, very sturdy, normally a blend, size 4. What I can do then is a swing. Slings are amazing for camping, says Alicia. Yep, they really are. They're amazing. We camp and go to festivals every single year. And since we've got 2 children, we need 2 slings. If Ruben gets really, really tired, I can throw him on my back and use Albie on the front in a ring sling. Last year, I did offer that my husband to go on my back because he was complaining he was really, really tired at camping, but he didn't do it, which was a bit of a shame, but hey-ho. But yeah, camping and festivals, slings are brilliant. In fact, I haven't seen many buggies when I've gone to a festival, unless it's like a very local one that's just a day or something. They're amazing, and it just makes sure that your child is safe. Talking of safety, like, we always make sure that if we're going to busy places like London, I tend to keep Albie on my front just so he doesn't get boshed or bashed on the back there. Which is kind of the same when we're in a big crowd in a festival. You've got to make sure that your baby is safe. So depending on the festival, he's usually on my front in the ring sling. and if Ruben's tired, he's usually on my back, and Ruben can turn around and tell them, please don't hit me, which is quite cute actually. He actually told a man off last time saying, you've just bopped me, and the man was deeply apologetic. But yeah, so that's another activity that we've done. What festivals do you go to? Family ones. We'd love to go to some too, but nothing too busy. Elise, right, okay, so we've gone to a couple. Where we live now, just around the corner is a place called Broadstairs, and they do a skateboarding, surfing and extreme sports one, which is kind of what it says, is skateboarding, BMXing, there's surfing on the beach, and then there's loads of different music bands and things, and there's a small fair, and that's over 2 days. So luckily we don't have to camp, we can just drive there and get the bus or something. But that's really, really lovely because it is family orientated. However, hello. Sorry, Albie's really hitting me. I think he wants more crisps. Yeah, it's family orientated, but it's something that me and my husband are really interested in too. Last year, I think I used a size 7 because I wanted to do some fancy finishes because I felt a bit mumsy, I think is the word. You know, when you think, oh, I used to be a really cool skateboarder and now I'm in my 30s and with 2 children and I'm constantly tired. So yeah, I used the size 7 and I made like lots of fancy finishes, and quite a few of the BMX guys were chatting to me, and a couple of them had children, and they were saying that it's really, really cool, and they were going to start looking into it because they go to the festivals all the time, and they were saying that it's quite hard, some of these venues, to get their BMX, their children and their wives or partners over there. So it was really nice chatting to them, and these big burly tattooed men were like, oh, he's so cute in that sling. So it's, yeah, I love that. Another one we used to go to is in Southsea. I can't remember what it's called, but it's a music festival. And we didn't go with Albie, but we went with Ruben, and we hired I think it was a Buckles actually for Ruben. And that was really, really nice, and that was family orientated as well. So I'm just going to read back on here. We went to the air show. Oh, and it was, we went to the air show, and it was much easier than taking the pushchair. And then Lindsay says, oh, I'd love to see you skateboarding. Lindsay, I'm not that good anymore. Yeah, it's quite funny when Victorious, that's it. Oh, my husband's here. Hello, hubby. Yeah, Victorious, that's the one, is the one that we went to. And we saw C16, which was actually awesome. But yeah, so sorry, I'm having to keep feeding him. I'm just gonna show you what I'm having to feed him. Look at all of this. Yeah, so we're having to keep him really, really quiet. This is the most quiet he's ever been, which is great. But he keeps kind of tapping me, going, "Come on, mummy, I want some more food." Anyway, we're getting back to the slings, okay? Yeah. So I want to talk a bit about blends as well. Obviously, Albie is now 20 months, almost 21 months, and some all cottons tend to dig and make them feel a bit heavy. However, I've got 2 Joy and Joe 100% cottons, and in all honesty, I have to say they are so supportive. It is incredible. I am just completely blown away at how supportive that they have been. I do have a linen blend one as well, which is a different company, and I do tend to use that quite a lot for when we're going on like lots of long walks, and I know that Albie's a bit lazy, and I know that he's going to be up there for quite some time. I am looking to get a Joy and Joe blend as well, but I have to save my pennies for that, which is, yeah, I'm still saving. The other thing, I forgot about rock pooling with the beach. Oh my gosh, we love rock pooling. We're so lucky where we live. We've got loads of lovely little rock pools around, and we always go to one place which is just around the corner from Dover, and they have epic rock pools there. I turn into like a 7-year-old child. I get really excited. In fact, if Jordan, my husband, is still here, he will vouch at how excited I get when I catch a tiny shrimp. I jump for joy. And with the rock pooling, especially with me, my balance isn't that great. I am a little accident prone, so I have to make sure that not only am I looking where my feet are going, but I'm also having to make sure that Albie, if he's up on me, is safe. So I always make sure that he's on my back, tied really, really nice and tight, and I usually do a double hammock tied at the shoulder. For this reason is that a double hammock, again, it's really comfortable and it gives you maximum support. But if it's tied at the shoulder, I've got no dangly bits, I've got no tails whatsoever. So I'm fully confident to almost stick my head into that rock pool to try and see if there's a crab or something. I think this year I've only ever caught 2 crabs and they were about that big. I was really excited. But I put him on my back as well, rock pooling, so I can see where my feet are going. That's a biggie, as I've said, because I am very, very accident prone. Roxanne says, I miss living near the sea. Oh, I'm sorry. I do like to rub it in where we live, though, because I absolutely adore where we live. I come from a little seaside town in Devon, and where we live is so much like that. It's really cute. It's really nice. If you're on my Instagram, you've probably seen many pictures, because we tend to visit the beach pretty much every day, don't we, Albie? We drop Reuben off at school, and then we walk around, have a little time on the beach, and then we usually go to a baby group or the library. So it is so lovely living by the sea. It is really nice, and I'm sorry I'm rubbing it in, Roxanne, but you can come and visit. Everyone's welcome. It's great living by the sea. So much to do. It really is. Yeah, it really is. Especially if you don't mind the sea. My husband's not that great when it comes to the seaside, and he hates sand. Bless him. So it's probably not the best for him. He likes looking at it, but it's probably not the best. Victoria, I'll come and visit. You're all welcome. I don't know where I'm going to put the twins, but you are all welcome. It's fine. So, I think that's it really. It was just a little chat about all of the different things that we do really. To be honest, just getting out of our house is pretty difficult with a buggy, because we've got a couple of steps and we've got a really, really skinny doorway, and we've also had to put oh, hang on, Zoe, your epic surfing photo on Instagram really made me smile. The look on your son's face. Oh my gosh, if you've got my Instagram, have a look at that picture. It's the first time we took Reuben, our 5-year-old, to the beach surfing, and his nana, bless her, got him like a little bodyboard, a little boogie board, and it was mixed between terrified and exhilarated, and that photo just sums it all. It is hilarious. I'm not baby wearing in that one because Daddy took the baby that time, but it was pretty funny. It was hilarious. I don't think he really wants to go anymore, which is a bit sad. He needs to be a little bit older. But yeah, going back, getting out of our house with a buggy is really, really hard. We've got steps, we've got a tiny little doorway, and we've also got a stair gate in our kind of downstairs in the middle of our downstairs and our front door, which the buggy doesn't fit through. So you have to get the buggy out of the cupboard, hike the buggy over the stair gate, resurrect it, try and put the baby in. Most of the time I have to wrestle him in, and then lift the whole entire buggy and baby out into the house, which really I can just sling him on my back like within half the time. Elise, I'd love to know more about the festival near you guys. Could you post a link here when you've finished the live stream, please? Yes, I will, Elise. That's not a problem. I can put that up, and it's brilliant. It's really, really nice and really, really family friendly. And that's when Reuben had his first skateboarding lessons. with a couple of really, really lovely guys, and they were so child friendly. They were absolutely brilliant with Reuben. They saw me and Jordan, his dad, signing to Reuben, and so the guy asked, "Oh, is he deaf?" So I explained, "No, but we use Makaton," and he was like, "Oh, okay." And he was kind of using his hand gestures and things to talk to Reuben. So it is, it's so lovely. I do love that festival. It's brilliant. Have you got anything to say, Albie? He's still munching away, bless him. Yeah, as you can see, he's quite chunky. Like, look at those cheeks. So he is a bit of a chunk. So yeah, when we do go out for really, really long walks, double hammock, the strongest possible blend. We actually went up a mountain in North Wales when I first got my connected terracotta, and I did double hammock tied at the shoulder, and we climbed up. I don't know if it is a mountain or it's a very, very, very tall hill. I don't really know the difference. I'm going to say it's a mountain because it sounds cooler. But yeah, and we went up there, no problems at all. There was loads of rockety steps, which I have problems with. And I knew that he was up there, he was safe, he was tight. If I was going to fall, I was going to fall forwards anyway. And we got some really, really beautiful pictures up there, which I think one of them was on the chatter page. The mountain, as Aisha says. What's it called? Oh gosh, it's something Welsh. Jordan, are you still here? I can't remember what it's called. I'll post that as well. I'm not sure. If it's Welsh, it's got lots of L's and Y's, but I don't know. I can't. Mountain is anything from 400 metres and higher. Thanks, Elise. I didn't really measure it. I'm going to have to Google it now after this live feed and be like, are you a mountain? Right, John says it was the Great Orme in Llandudno. I think you have to say that. I'm from North Wales too. Well, Jordan, his family live in Rhyl, Aisha. So, yeah, the Great Orme. It sounds like a mountain, doesn't it? I don't know. So I live in Devon, so anything like higher than me is a mountain. Aisha says, Llandudno is great. My husband says he doesn't think it's technically a mountain. He's a scientist, so I'll go with him and say it's not technically a mountain, but as I was going up there with a 20 months on my back, when all I wanted to do was just sleep, it felt like a mountain. Let's just put it that way. So I'm just talking about mountains now, and everyone's talking about everyone's talking about North Wales and how lovely Wales is. But I'm a Devonshire girl, born and bred. At least I know, because we've got a hill close to home called Pendle Hill. Oh, that's near Lancaster, isn't it, Elise? Only 4 metres. Only 4 metres off being a mountain. Oh, rubbish. That poor hill, it's probably thinking, oh, if I only grew just 4 more metres. But anyway, right, I'll get back to it. It's fun talking about what a mountain is or not. At least I've learned something. So a mountain is 400 metres? I'll have to look back. So anyway. So just to recap, all of the different ties I do, all of the different carries, is a reinforced rear rucksack. You can have no leg passes, 1 leg pass or 2 leg passes. You can also do lots and lots of different ties. So you can tie at the shoulder, you can do a candy cane, you can do knotless. There's quite a few. And I tend to use that for places of interest, so like castles, zoos. If any of you live in Exeter, there's Exeter tunnels as well. We do the full version of a double hammock, which I use for almost anything, really. Normally, if I'm doing a really, really long walk, or if I'm hill climbing, I'll do that, because it's just really, really comfy, and there's extra support. Ring sling activities, I've got written down here: beach play, rock pooling, swimming, paddling, anything that the baby or toddler wants to go up and down, up and down, up and down, I think a ring sling is brilliant because it's just so quick and easy. Louise says, Zoe, you're really funny. I've enjoyed watching. Ah, thanks, Louise. My husband doesn't think I'm funny, but I think I'm hilarious. Other activities, as I've said, the skate park, festivals and camping. I wear Albie a lot around the house. Just, yeah, he's got some separation anxiety going on. I think it's a stage at this age. So I tend to throw him up onto my back, do the housework. Whilst we're doing housework, there's always the radio on. Oh, he's just dropped his cheese sandwich on my toe. Gross. Yeah, so I'm usually doing the housework and dancing around, which he absolutely adores. But it just keeps you a little bit more fit. Like, I'm not the slimmest of people, but since baby wearing, I've gone from a size 16 to 18 to a size... Well, I actually bought a pair of trousers that was size 12 the other week. I was so excited. I've been showing all of my family members the tag at the back of my bum going, look at this. And I'm like, oh, they're tag, not my bottom. As I said, the lady this morning that I saw was doing archery, so I'm going to have to get my dad on that and see if I can do some in his field and post a couple of pictures, as long as if it's safe. And gardening we tend to do as well with Albie. I've just recently volunteered for a local gardening group which go to public places around Deal, and we'll either keep them all nice and pretty or we'll turn them into nice and pretty. So hopefully, I have emailed them saying I've got 20 months old, I baby wear on the back, as long as if I make sure he's safe, can I join? And they emailed back saying absolutely you can, so I'm very excited about that too. And the last thing that we really do is just generally shopping, taking brother to school, anything like that, which again you may think isn't particularly active, but if you're doing it a lot, if you're constantly doing it, if you're making sure that you make it fun, like we were doing Strictly Come Dancing on the way home, me and Albie, because we love it, and so I was singing, well, trying to sing, humming more like the theme tune, and we were dancing around, and it's just an extra little bit of activity. So yeah, that's it really. I hope you guys have enjoyed our video, and I really hope that you've thought about, oh, actually I could do this now, and have a look on the internet and see a few of the different carries. Just make sure that if there's any tutorials that you see on the internet, they're by a certified baby wearing, what's the word? Baby wearing, not counsellor. The ones that, yeah, you know what I mean. Just make sure that they're legit. And try out loads of different carries. Make sure you know what is best for you. And get out there and have some fun. I can't wait to see loads of pictures. If you're on our chatter page, it would be brilliant if you do something over the weekend or something. It would be so lovely to see lots and lots of spam over the weekend. I'm in London, so I'm going to spam a lot. I can't wait. We're taking Reuben to the National History Museum because he's dinosaur mad. So, yeah, I'm really distracted. There's so many hearts. I think they're from Lindsay. Love you, Lindsay. She's got the nicest hair ever. If you ever see Lindsay, just look at her hair. It's incredible. Anyway. Right, so we hope to see all of your spams. And if you're on Instagram as well, just tag Joy and Joe. We would absolutely adore to see all of your family activities. And have fun. See you later, guys. Say bye. Yeah, he's still eating. Bye.